All right, Shalom. Want to begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Waha, Rakah, Kodash. Also want to give double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to the sincere brethren out that is laboring in his work, and in doing so, exalting the names of Yahweh, by Yahweh Shah, say Shalom. So yeah, this lesson is going to be centered around the black woman and the judgment that the Heavenly Father, through his Son, is beginning to stir up as it pertains to the women of our nation. Because when I say the black woman, I'm not exclusively just talking about the so-called Negro woman. I'm talking about the women of all the tribes, you so-called Latino and Native American women. Why? Because you totally trust, in the so-called white man and put your stock into his system, all right? Now, to be fair, you do have women out there who's going to be delivered according to the scriptures. That's a part of the 1/3, all right? Believe it or not, there are some sincere women that subscribe to what we teach. But for the most part, the majority of you women out there are full of shit, man, especially those among the Israelite community that know that they're Israelites, man, all right? And the telltale sign is when a woman is full of shit is videos like this. They come across a video that's getting on a black woman and they become offended. And if you're in that spirit, then you're going to be numbered to the sword, man, all right? You're going to be numbered amongst the very women that we, condemning through the spirit, all right? Because that time is coming, man. We're approaching the time where the Lord is about to get ready to pour out heavy judgment and wrath on the women of our tribe. And you can see that momentum gearing toward that because a lot of the brothers is beginning to bring out videos that highlight, the wickedness of these women out here, man. And the fact that the Heavenly Father is going to indeed bring swift judgment, all right? Now, what you see in front of you is a comment section from the brothers in San Francisco. They did a video getting on a black woman, and lo and behold, the black woman come up on the comment board, all right? And her comments is an impulsive reaction, man, that proves what we've been saying for all these years, that the black woman is the enemy, man. She in league with this devil, the so-called white man. Now, the comment says, black woman or black women, get your guns ready. Yeah, and this is proof that she believed in the so-called white man, all right? Now, let's just say hypothetically, for argument's sake, which we believe through faith, we are the men of the Lord, we are the prophets. But let's just say we are. Do you really believe the so-called white man's creation, the gun, can stand up against the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah? All right, but guess what? This woman, she believed that because she trusts in Esau, man. And this is an impulsive reaction that proves that she's in league with the devil, man, all right? She trusts in the so-called white man's blessing, which the gun is indeed this devil, the so-called white man, Esau, this is blessing. And the scriptures prove that, all right? This is the book of Genesis, the 27th chapter, starting at the 38th verse. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Yeah, and Esau, again, is the so-called white man. Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. Yeah, and that's been fulfilled. These devils, starting with the international banking families, they have seized control of the planet Earth, all right? They got everything at their disposal. Verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live. Yeah, so this is Esau's blessing, man. What you see in the comment, the so-called black woman, she trusts in Esau and his blessing, man. When you consider these so-called white people, the very thing that pretty much got them stirred up is, the whole talk of the Second Amendment, their Second Amendment rights, which is the right to bear arms, man, because that's what they trust in, all right? When anything is on the horizon, you see these doomsday preppers, they might save up their water and collect and hoard up noodles and food, but believe you me, they're going to have those weapons, man, those guns and those bullets. Why? Because that's what they trust in. And you see this black woman comment, women, get your guns ready, is proof that she in league with this devil, all right? It says, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Yeah, so again, this comment prove what we've been saying for years, that the so-called black woman, all right, the majority of these so-called black women are our enemies, man. Why? Because they're in league with the so-called white man. And this comment proves that. She says, black women, get your guns ready. See? Now, she had got a reply from another black woman. Don't worry, sister, there is real Hebrew men cutting these false prophets and rooting these tares up. It's harvest time. Yeah, so she pretty much, attempting to convince herself that we off, all right? Now, here's the same black woman. She replied, she says, laugh out loud, still get your guns ready for these niggas. They're dangerous. Yeah, so she reiterated what she trusts in, man. All right? Which is really a carnal thought. And what the scriptures say about that? Well, it's the book of Romans, the 8th chapter, in the 7th verse. It says, because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. Yeah, so this whole thought of get your guns ready, as if that's going to offset or cancel out the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua as it pertains to his prophets, all right? That's carnal-minded, man. Scriptures say it's enmity with the Most High. When you look up that word enmity, it means opposition or hostile. That means she's hostile toward the Most High, man. And anybody out there that come up against the men of the Lord, you carnal when you do that, which means you have enmity against the Most High, meaning you hostile toward the Most High. And what he going to do for you? He going to destroy you, man. And mainly, you so-called black women, man, and Latino and Native American women, man. And this is not a foreign concept to digest, because when you go into the numbers, the Lord is going to destroy 2/3 of our people, which that's a large number of people, man. And women outnumber men. So really this judgment is going to be geared towards you women, all you women that's not getting right. Again, you're going to have a selected few of women that's going to be delivered, all right? And those are the women that's not offended. They're in harmony with what we teaching, man. Because when you go back to the time of Yahushua, he dealt with women. And those women are back today. But the majority of our women, they're going to be destroyed, man. There's no easy way to say it. And you got this stigma that is attached to us here at Great Millstone as if we just hate women. No, man, we love women, man. We the real men on the earth. We not faggots, man. We adamant against faggots and homos, man. But we are royal. We are being groomed to be royal, man. And with that, we're not going to compromise, man. All right? We're not just thirsty to deal with any woman and accept the way these women behave themselves, man. We want our women in order. All right? And the spirit on us, you should love that. You women should really love that you have men out here that's going to tell you that you're going off. And we don't shy away. We tell you what you got to do. And what you really got to do is please your man, if he's a man of the Lord. All right? But for the most part, it's game over, man. It's already written. It's already stirred up. The judgments is prepared as it pertains to you women, all right? And the scriptures support us, man. You have women that get offended, but all through the scriptures, man, the scriptures tell you how the Lord is going to bring judgment on you women, man, all right? This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25. In verse 19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Yeah, and the portion of a sinner, the sinner is Esau, the so-called white man, which Esau is known as the son of perdition, meaning he is the nation that was created to be destroyed, for destruction to fall upon him. So that destruction that was created for Esau, all right, that portion that was created for the sinner is going to fall on you women, man. And that comment is justification. Why? Because you trust in the so-called white man. You're hand in hand with him. The scriptures tell you in Isaiah the 13th chapter, all right, about and all those who join to him will be thrust through. So the scriptures say, let the portion of a sinner fall upon her, man. So Esau's portion is destruction. So the very portion that the Lord has reserved for Esau is going to fall upon you wicked women, man. All right? This is the book of Job, the 20th chapter. And I started the 24th verse. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Yeah, and this is dealing with Esau, the wicked. All right? This is his portion. This is what the Lord has designated for him. That iron weapon is going to thrust him through, which is ultimately talking about those nuclear missiles. It is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yes, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. So everything we just read, all right, all the judgment that the Lord has prepared for this devil, this is his portion, man. This is the portion of that sinner. That's why when you read Ecclesiasticus, the 25th chapter, in the 19th verse, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. That means the very same portion that's designated for the so-called white man is going to fall upon you wicked-ass women out there, man. You rebellious women who come up against the men of the Lord. And it's only a matter of time, all right? When all hell break loose out here, the power go out, you know, net neutrality, when the computer, the phones go out, and the Lord take away that staff and that stay, that luxury, you know, then you're going to be looking for a man of the Lord, all right? But in that day, you're going to be left out there, man. Why? Because you wasn't willing to submit and fall back in your role, which the Heavenly Father intended, which that for you to be under the guidance of a man. Fuck with the so-called white man. Say, you women really believe and subscribe to what this devil told you. This devil made you think that you was independent, that you was strong. No, man, play your role. You was created to be the weaker vessel. You was created to look to your man for guidance and protection, man. All right? So, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Just wanted to go into that lesson, all right? I hope it was edifying. Most importantly, I hope it was a warning to all you women out there, man, who take this thing light and believe that you have some type of power, man. All right? So with that, I want to say shalom.